Hi, I'm Lisa, and this is Earth. I have just moved out of my apartment and into an RV park for a couple of weeks to get used to my new home on wheels, my RV travel trailer. My goal is to retire on the land that I just bought, and this is the first huge step in that direction. Not pretty, but functional. Especially for having done it in the dark. This is the Edgington RV Park near Alamogordo, New Mexico. By the time you're seeing this, I will have moved on to another spot, but this is how my first week living full-time solo in my RV is going. Pop that popcorn and let's get into it. Day 2, I figured out hot water. The bypass valve was on, so I wasn't getting any hot water out of any of the taps, but I figured that out, fixed it, good to go. I want to test out my shower versus going over to the shower house here in this RV park. Even though the facilities are, just fine. I want to make sure that all my stuff works. My back is a little better, I think. I still need to kind of baby it a little bit, and I'm also doing some lower ab work to kind of strengthen the whole core. Still overwhelmed, still processing. I don't have a routine, and the place is a mess. Seems like everything that I need to do to get situated involves lifting and bending, and that's not awesome right now. That's a pretty painful thing. So thankfully I'm here for 2 weeks. I have time to heal, and I just need to deal with the clutter and the stress. It's all workable. The cat and I are doing okay, but it's hard for me to look around and not fix it. It's going to be even harder if I don't let my back heal. The little gremlin got out today. Gave me a little bit of a panic attack. There's a pond, a duck pond, right outside Irie, which is awesome. So I need to get way better about security. I know he's feeling really cooped up, and I hate that for him. What do you think, Bubba? I'm sorry, Bubba. This is your chance. Come on, let's explore. You want me to get outside, and then when you do, you don't go anywhere. You're so brave. Not. To get a post office box in one of the towns, not too far, it's still pretty far, not too far from my land, so that I can, what I did was I placed a hold on my last address because I don't have a forwarding address yet. So I placed a hold, and then when I get the P.O. box, I can do an address change that will automatically unhold my mail and forward it to here. I just had my first water leak. Yay, number 1. The issue was with the connection, the water connection to the foot pedal on the toilet. It was just that the male and female connection, actual physical connection, wasn't tight enough. So now I'm going to go through everything and make sure any connections I can find are tight. Dude, how did you even get in there? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Now if I could just teach you to fix things. Hey. No. No. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Other than the whole painful back situation, I'm feeling pretty good as I settle in. Being dysregulated and completely out of any kind of routine is rough for an autistic person. I shouldn't say that because every autistic person is different, but as a general rule, autism asks for routine. And I don't have one, and I'm not going to have one for a while. So that's tough to regulate. That aside, it feels good. I don't have a rent payment. I don't have a mortgage payment. I have bills. I have a little money incoming from YouTube, around average 350 to 400 a month in ad revenue and subscriptions, plus a little bit more coming in on Patreon as well. So that's definitely helping, but it's still not going to make ends meet. I'm very in my head right now, and it's hard to interact even with a camera because I have to interact with the outside world versus being in my inner world. Neurodivergent problems. Couple of days in to this first week living full-time in Irie, my travel trailer. Good vibes. My back feels much better. I've been careful to take it easy, even though I really wanted to just dive in and kind of try and organize everything. I know me. The second I feel a little better, I go too hard and I end up undoing any healing that I've had. So I resisted that urge. I did get a few things done as I felt that I could as the Tylenol took hold. That helped the feeling like I'm just living in a tornado quite a bit. I'm going to continue doing some more of that today. I've taken a few more things to storage that I do want to keep, but don't have room for. Like, I don't have a lot of just in case things, but I do have back stock. Like, if there was a deal, I bought 3 instead of 1. And these are things that I would use and will use. So getting rid of them goes against every fiber of my being. So while I have a storage unit, I'm going to take full advantage of that. The trick will be remembering that I have it. Some of you might be able to relate. Let me show you what I've done so far. As you can see, we are still living in a giant mess. This is the half full box of things I'm taking over to storage that I continue to fill. There's the king on his throne. I keep apologizing for putting stuff on the throne, but hey, buddy, we are in this together. We got a deal. What do you think? Annoyed. Yeah, I don't blame you. Here is our nest. There's the king's bed. I put up a thermal curtain on a curtain rod. I was able to put away some bathroom type stuff so that, you know, grooming can happen. I got a shower caddy put up. I originally had thought I would put it on that wall, but I actually stepped into the shower and realized, no, I'm going to need all of that space back here. And this was the space that was available. The wall itself is a little flexy, but the shelf is holding quite well. There's just an adhesive hook system in the back there. It's holding it up. It's not super heavy, so it feels good to start to become more and more functional. The litter box normally lives in the shower. I took it out in preparation for showering in here today. I still have not turned on the stove. That's the last system that I have to really check on. It got warm enough yesterday that I was able to turn on the AC, and that works. Yay! Does it ever work, man? Both the heater and the AC really, really work well. It's like they were made for a rig that's twice this size. I do want to change out the light bulbs in the 12-volt fixtures. Are incandescent bulbs and they get very hot and they use a lot of power. I'll be getting LEDs to replace those. There are high winds here in Alamogordo for the next couple of days, and I'm considering filling my freshwater tank to add weight. I've heard that that can be really helpful, but it really does have me thinking about the high wind situation. There was a viewer who commented saying that getting like mobile home tie downs with webbing to go over the top of the RV is the way to go. I know all about tie downs, but if you tie down the frame and the wind takes off the rest of the RV, you got a frame. My concern was with making sure that the entire structure was more safe in the event of high winds, and this webbing idea sounds great. Webbing that climbers use is incredibly strong. If a product like this exists and you know what it's called or where it might be purchased, let me know in the comments. Today, what I hope to accomplish is get my pantry in order. Like, this is all empty back there. All of that's empty. This is like a tub full of what was my junk drawers. Nothing to do with food, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And eventually I want to get something that I can pull out and see the stuff in the back, because this is these cabinets are super deep, as you can tell. There's no way I'm going to know what's back there. I'll end up wasting money buying things that I already have. So this is going to be today's project. Tomorrow I want to get all of my clothing out of the storage area under the bed that I can't reach, and didn't really even think of that. I've still been living out of my suitcase and the clothes, the couple of clothes that I have in there. Once the high wind warning is lifted, I'm going to go get a P.O. box and get my mail forwarded. Overall, it's a lot of adjustment, and I knew it would be so. But in general, I am excited about next steps, what's to come. I don't know. It's kind of leaving all of that stuff behind, including rent and utilities, that sort of thing. Yes, I am paying rent to be in this RV park, and I will be paying rent on private property for a month. But it's significantly less. Utilities are included. Since I don't really have a steady, predictable income yet, it's not something that's sustainable. So yes, moving in onto the land. There are some things that I need to figure out. I need to get a generator. All of the things in this RV park that are offered, I need to offer myself, including power, water, sewer. Just kind of one thing at a time. You know, what's the next step? Focus on that, make it happen. What's the next step? Otherwise, the overwhelm is paralyzing. The shower was a win. I thought it was going to be a nightmare, but it was okay. This may seem like something really small and silly, but understand this is coming from a neurodivergent person with sensory issues and trouble with transition. Every single thing in my life right now is transitional. So it's a lot. And just to know that the little things are going to be okay brings me a lot of peace. Being able to take a shower that is not a complete sensory nightmare, that's a big win. I'm happy. On today's edition of Silly Things I'm Excited About, I just dumped my black tank successfully for the first time. Be sure to hit subscribe to see more of my future adventures. And if you'd like to support my channel, click the join button below or head on over to Patreon. There's a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.